Hello. Welcome back to Homeroom MLS. We are on our next project, and that is for the students to create a lease agreement. And so let's go see what that looks like. When we're in our kind of guiding document here, you're going to see create a lease agreement here. So that typically logically comes after the house hack a duplex project, because now the students are in the mindset of, oh shoot, now I have a property, I'm going to get some renters, and we need a lease agreement, which also relates back to that rent your first apartment one where they worked on some leases. And so it all kind of ties together. Here they're going to create their own lease for their property and for their tenants. Let's go see what that looks like. So we're out at the website. We're going to go to I am a student seller. We're going to go to the school. You're going to enter the password. You're going to come down to create a lease agreement. Now there's 3 steps on this one. The first is obviously they're going to download the guiding document. That's this document right here. This is the one that I typically print and staple to this guiding document. And then students just kind of go back and forth on it. The next one is learning what is a lease agreement. So I got a little text here to show what it is, why it's important. And then I give an example of where a lease agreement is going to come in really important. So this is a real life example here of when a tenant sued their landlord for a certain issue. And so here they're going to, after they read all this, they're going to answer a couple questions just to make sure they're kind of understanding the concept. And then lastly, they're actually going to create a lease agreement. So they're going to come down here, and then this has all of the important things like the lease terms. So like when's the start date, end date, whether it's going to be fixed or a month to month, how much rent is going to be, what happens, when is it due, and what happens if it's late, security deposits. And then these are all the tenant responsibilities. So they're going to go through here and they're going to check off all these tenant responsibilities. Maintain quiet hours as per our agreement. Give 30 days notice, etc. So they're going to come and check off understand them and check them all off. Hey, the landlord has some responsibilities too, like property maintenance, keeping all common areas clean and safe. That's a landlord responsibility. Repair and replace broken windows, remove snow, etc. So maybe they decide not to. Maybe that's going to be on the tenants. Then they wouldn't collect this. But by and large, they're going to read and understand and click most of these. Utilities, safety and security, legal and financial, etc. All right, down in utilities, they're going to decide who's going to pay for what. Is the tenant going to pay their electric bill, or is the landlord? Is the landlord going to pay the gas? Maybe the tenant pays their internet, etc. So they're going to come down and specify across all these utilities who's responsible for them. Now we get into termination and evictions. And so the students kind of decide what they want to do for that. Tenant rights. And so, yeah, that's there. And any additional pet policies, smoking policies, quiet hours, etc. Once they've filled all this out, they're going to click Create Lease Agreement. It's going to create them a separate PDF document of their lease, which is really cool. So now they're going to have a lease that they can print. They can, maybe they turn that into you. Maybe that's what they turn into you, etc. So that's this project right here. They're going to be creating their lease agreement. And again, once they're done, you can come back to the guiding document. You can stamp this and then write in the points here. So let's say they earn 10 points. And then you'd come down here and you'd shade in the next 10 box. So if they already have 40 points and they just earned this 10, now they got 50 points, and you can say, hey, you just got a C in the class. Amazing. hey, if you do 2 more projects, you're going to get an A, that kind of thing. So you're having this kind of ongoing reinforcing conversation about their grade and how to keep moving up in the grade. Again, any questions, email me and we can talk it over.